Hi guys, welcome to this week's My Halifax. If you're new to the YouTube channel, we make videos all about the fun and cool things you can do in and around Halifax. So for this week's video, we've come down to the Dingle. Like I said to you guys last week that we will be moving towards filming some of the parks and trying to get out and support the local businesses in any way that we can. The reason why we want to focus on the parks was because a lot of us are going to have to get out, walk our dogs, take our kids out for walks and just get to the point where we can kind of get a break from being indoors. It is important that when you're in any park you still practice social distancing and you obviously only come out for your walk and you don't loiter around the place, because we need to keep our distances here. But we still want to show you some of the beautiful places that are here in our city for you to enjoy, and the Dingle is one of those places.
Not what we thought we needed.
So we did have a storm come through here last night, so it's a bit windy, so I'm probably going to film all my footage from here, my pieces to you guys, just so that we don't have any issues with sound, because I'm not going to be able to spend as much time out here as I normally would, because we're just trying to be responsible with getting back indoors as soon as we can. But the thing that's great about the Dingle is it has a concrete walk path around it, so it's very easy for people that maybe are older or for little kids to walk without it actually being like a bit of a slippy terrain. And there are trails here too, so if you do want to take your dog, you want to be more adventurous, you can totally enjoy a simple walk or a more complicated walk. The other thing to really enjoy about this park is its spectacular views. Like, it's got looking out into the arm, so you're like right now the waves are crashing around and you can often see boats coming through. Now obviously with everything that's happening with the virus you probably won't see any boats, but it's still pretty spectacular as you walk around it. And Dingle Tower is kind of a fixture of the city, so you know it's nice that you can kind of walk around, enjoy the views. And also there's a lot of history with this park, which we actually made a video when we first started My Halifax all about this place, so you know, go and check that video out. But it's one of those places that kind of help forge what our city is today.
Give in, take everything.
Now, a big reason we started My Halifax was to support local. That was the whole thing, was to get out and showcase some of our amazing local businesses and share it with you guys, whether you live in Halifax or you don't, or you're coming to visit, so you could go and enjoy some of the incredible businesses that we have here. Obviously with everything that's happening now, these local businesses are taking a very, very hard hit. And despite what a lot of people think, a city is fundamentally built on the background of its small businesses, so we really do need to get out and support those. Now originally last week I said that I would be focusing on the small businesses and doing the parks. I thought I'd be able to go in and film those small businesses like we always have in the past, but because of the way everything's going and how much we're having to shut down, I don't think I'm able to do that. So what I'm going to start doing is kind of giving you a running list of 3 or 4 businesses that I know and what kind of an update on what they're doing right now. Please check daily with the local businesses that you plan to support to see what they are doing, because it's obviously changing. This is a very fluid situation. Right now, Strange Adventures, which is an amazing comic book store, they have open at a limited capacity. You have to call, knock or DM them to tell them you're coming, and they will basically handle you as best as you can using social distance protocols. Cape and Cowl, which has a very special place in our hearts, that's why we represent right here. They have shut their store, but they're doing as much business as they can online. So if you're thinking of buying comics off Amazon, do not. Reach out to Jay from Cape and Cowl and see what you can do in terms of getting business to them. And the same with Strange Adventures. Like, let's keep our comic book money in our comic book stores in the cities. For those of you that love delicious pizza, one of the best pizza places in the city is Morris East. They have 3 locations across Halifax. They are doing pickup and delivery, so if you check out their social media you can see what's the best way to do business with them. We have to keep as much of our economy going, especially small businesses, so if there's anything you can do to support local, now's the time to do it. If there's any place you know that's doing something special or trying to be more creative about how they're servicing customers, especially if they're a local business, please reach out to me, because I'd love to find a way that we can share their story. The Dingle is one of those parks that actually, even in the winter, it's actually quite nice to walk. Now we're getting to spring and we're heading to summer. Hopefully we're not in the situation we're now in the summer, but the Dingle is kind of one of those places that you can walk through year round and still enjoy just how beautiful it is. And it is really majestic. Like, there's a lot of trails that take you through over paths and brooks, and you've got that ocean next to you. And when you look back and you can see that Dingle Tower and the sun coming over it, it's like, it is a very pretty place I think everyone should enjoy, and that might be one of the good things about the situation we're in, if there is one, is it's a good chance to discover the parks and places that you maybe didn't have a chance to go to for a while. So that is the end of this week's My Halifax. Obviously this is a bit more of a different format than what we would normally do, but I think everybody in this moment right now is trying to adapt, and for us we're just trying to create content to keep people positive and where we can support that local business. Halifax Noise and Halifax Retails, both on Instagram and Twitter, they do a really good job of keeping the city up to date with what's happening with local businesses, so make sure you check in with them daily to see what is happening, what is opening and how you can help. It would affect us massively, the city, if we lost a lot of our local businesses, so it is important we come together. And with a lot of things that are happening, like, let's just remember to stop and be kind and help each other, because we're all going through this, and I know when you're in a situation it feels like this is really affecting me, but it's affecting all of us. So, you know, there's a great group on Facebook called Caremongers Halifax, and it's a group of people coming together to see how they can help each other, and it's just, it warmed my heart to see that group there and the conversations that were happening there about how they could help people in need, and I think that's what we need to focus on now, is how we can help each other. So thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll see you next week.
Okay, go. Okay, go.
Thank you for making it all the way to the end of this week's video. Don't forget to hit the big round subscribe button and follow us on all our social media link below, and we've got a couple of videos here we thought you might like to watch.